Hi guys, we're back with another true animation story, and it's called this one's called I Got Stuck in My Crush's Locker, and I saw everything. So yeah, I want to see this one, and I hope you like this one. Please like it.
Hello, I'm Sam.
Hi Sam.
And I will share with you a creepy story that happened to me.
Ooh, I love creepy animation true stories. Please share that with me.
So, I'm a 17 years old high school student, and I have a crush on a guy called Ben.
Cool.
He doesn't know it yet, but I'm planning on telling him soon. Ben and I share most of our classes. Well, honestly, I joined the classes that he did just so that I get closer to him.
Obviously, that's what you do. What else would you do? Say, hey Ben. Ew.
I think Ben thought I'm weird because I ended up in all of his classes.
Yeah, a little creepy Sam.
Today at school, I bumped into him, and he made a disgusted face and walked away.
Why, well, of course, don't join all his classes. Sam, that's a little creepy.
I knew it would be hard to confess straight to his face, so I had to write him a letter instead.
A letter? No. Girl, no. He's already gonna reject you. He already made a disgusted face. Just find someone else, please.
I prepared a pink letter covered with red hearts. I expressed all my feelings to him in
That letter looks cute, though.
it. Next morning, when I came to school, and I went to Ben's seat and left the letter in his backpack. As I walked out, the whole school was talking about how Ben and Stacy started dating.
I told you shouldn't have done the letter.
My heart was shattered. I felt hopeless, so I ran to the bathroom and just sat there and cried my eyes out.
Ew, you don't even know what's in... Okay.
Then I washed my face and dried it with toilet paper on my
Toilet paper?
way out. I heard Ben and his friends coming towards the bathrooms. Then I heard someone saying, "Did you see Sam? She's totally into you." She burst into tears when she saw you with Stacy.
Huh. How did they know that? How did they know that she burst into tears? How did they know that she burst into tears?
What did I just hear? Are they laughing at me?
Yeah, because you're a little creepy, Sam. Just a tad bit. But I understand. Because I'm trying to be more nicer to these animation Drew story characters. So I'm trying to be nicer.
I had to follow them, but they went into the shower room. I still had to hear everything they said about me.
You're going to the boys' shower. You're crazy. You really love him that much. Sorry, guys. I'm not allowed to make fun of these animation true story characters, but this one is a little too crazy. I'm sorry. I can make fun of this one. I'm allowed to make fun of that one. She's just... Don't go in there.
Curiosity kills me. I tried to
Me too, but you don't have to do that.
listen through the door, but it wasn't clear enough, so I had to walk in.
Seriously?
I snuck in quietly while the boys were showering. I approached Ben's locker just to see what he keeps there. I saw his name on the locker, so I opened it.
Just to see what it keeps there. Hey, wait guys, let me show you something.
While the boys were showering, I approached Ben's locker just to see what he keeps there. I saw his name on the locker.
Look, watch that. That says Jobs, right? Now look.
So I opened it. And
It says it turned into Carl's. Did you see that, guys? It's so weird.
I heard the water turn off, and the boys were coming towards the lockers. I freaked
Everyone is already gonna think you're a weirdo. Ben already thinks you're creepy, and you're making things worse.
out. So I hopped in the locker hoping that Ben won't open it.
Dude, why wouldn't he open it?
And there he was, standing like a model in a white towel, drying his hair with another towel.
Ugh.
I melted. I have to admit, even though he laughed at me, my heart was racing, but I'm not sure if it was because I'm in his locker and about to get caught, or because he is so damn handsome.
Oh, God.
All the boys started opening their lockers, so I planned to act like I fainted in the locker.
That doesn't explain why you're in the boys' shower room.
But my eyes couldn't let go of Ben as I saw him opening the locker in front of the one in which I was, which also said Ben.
Wait, what?
OMG. Am I that stupid to forget that my brother's name is also Ben?
Oh, Oh.
I was so blinded by Ben that I hopped into my own brother's locker. I hate myself.
So you'd rather go into your crush's locker than your brother's locker? It's good that you didn't get caught. Now you don't have to act like you fainted in the locker. Now people won't think you're a weirdo. Pat, Sam, it's fine.
I even sniffed his underwear.
Ew!
Where?
Why did you do that? Why did you do that?
What is wrong with me?
I don't know, Sam.
Ew! I got sick and wanted to throw up, but holding it in just made it all worse. The boys finished dressing up and left the shower room. I jumped out right away to breathe some fresh air and tried to walk out, but the shower room was locked. I decided to go through Ben's stuff and wait for someone to come open the door.
You said that from the very beginning that you wanted to go through Ben's stuff even when the boys were in there. And just you're a little creepy, Sam. Don't do that.
What excuse do I have for being in the boys' shower room? Well, at least I had Ben's stuff there to explore. I opened his locker, found his t-shirt, and felt so happy.
Okay, so just looking at a t-shirt will make you happy? Good advice, Sam.
Indifferent to the fact that I was locked up in there. Anyway, I found a cute album, so I decided to open it.
Dude, what if it's his diary?
And I couldn't believe what I saw. I dropped the album and just stood there shaking.
What is it? Tell us.
I picked it up again to see if what I saw was correct. And there were my pictures. Pictures of me eating.
I knew it! I knew there was something up with him. Like, how did he know you were like, he know you were crying? Like, how did Ben know you were crying when you and Stacy started dating? How did they know that? They stalked you. They're stalking you. They're the creepy one. Oh, how stupid am I? Oh my. I want to make sure my phone is charging, or else this video is gonna end, and that's horrible. That's good. I'm sorry. Would you rather be shown black for a little, or this video just ending? I'm pretty sure you don't want the video to end. Anyways, let's see what happens. I'm very interested in this now.
Pictures of me going to bed. Pictures of me changing clothes.
Oh!
Was he stalking me?
Yeah, he's stalking you.
But Ben is a stalker?
Yeah.
Is it really Ben? I can't believe this. I even couldn't feel love to him anymore. I felt
Good.
creeped out.
Well, you are kind of creepy, so...
The sun went down and the shower room started to get cold. And I was all alone with no backpack and no phone. Stuff.
Why were you in that boy's locker room for that long? Why are you even in school for that long? Isn't there a bell that rings?
In that cold place with that horrible fact. I just waited for my brother to notice that I'm not home and decided to take a nap on the floor just to kill time. Then I heard
Look, that's not gonna kill time.
some noises outside. I waited for the sound to get louder so I can call for help, but maybe it was just the wind. I kept trying to sleep. Then I heard someone getting closer to the door, so I started screaming for help. And suddenly, in that silence, someone started breaking the door. I yelled, "Coach, is that you?" But to no avail. I started to feel a bit scared as I heard someone breaking the door. Once the door was open, I saw Ben standing there.
Oh my... Ben was the creepy one. How am I so stupid, guys?
And he said, "Finally, you're all mine
Run!
now," with a grin on his face. He must have noticed that I'm not in my bedroom to stalk me, so he came searching for me. Or was he stalking me from the very beginning?
I think he was stalking you from the very beginning, because how did he know you were crying?
I don't know anymore. But what do I do now? I hit him with the album and ran down the hallway as he started chasing me.
Oh.
But all the school doors were locked.
Oh,
I started
gee.
panicking. I couldn't breathe or focus properly. I just wanted to escape. I
Go.
ran and ran, but he ended up catching me. I started begging him, "Please, let me go. I promise I won't tell anyone."
Ah,
I cried and fought for my life.
go. No. What are you gonna do?
life, kicked him somehow, and ran away. I kept running in circles. Sooner or
Circles?
later, someone must appear. I started to feel tired and realized he'll get tired soon too. So I can't give up now. I tried to hide somewhere to get some energy. I was so tired and hungry. And suddenly, I felt him pulling me by my hair
No!
from behind. It was getting darker, and I couldn't see much. He dragged me into his car and put me in the front seat. He pointed a gun at me, threatening me that if I move, he'll shoot me. I was so
He's
scared,
evil.
I couldn't move either way. He took me to some cabin in the woods and tied me to a chair. He said that he loved me and will always love,
This is not true love,
and that he will
Ben.
take care of me forever, and that all I had to do is stay in that cabin. He is sick.
Yeah.
How didn't I notice earlier? How can it be that the sweet guy I had a crush on is an obsessed psychopath?
Yeah, and you had a crush on him.
He gave me everything, clothes, food, and forced hugs.
Ugh.
But it still didn't feel right. Day by day, he woke up, handcuffed me, and went to school. And when he came back, he unlocked me, fed me, and took good care of me. He brought our homework to me and taught me everything they learned at school. He even tested me to keep my mind updated. He bought me lots of gifts, day by day. Roses, candies,
This is not how you do it, Ben.
makeup, nail polishes,
You can't do that. That's illegal.
etc. He let me use his iPad only when he's watching, and while I was scrolling down on Facebook, I saw a post with
Shut. Ben is the worst.
my picture that said, missing. He took the iPad and said, "That's enough for today."
Ugh.
He gave me a kiss on my forehead, turned off the lights, and
I
handcuffed
can't believe he was the creepy one. It wasn't her. I mean, in the beginning she was a little creepy, but I guess Ben is the creepy one.
me again, just like he had always done.
Now that I think about it, they'd be perfect for each other, but that doesn't mean I don't feel bad for Sam. I do feel bad for Sam, and I don't want her to be in this cabin forever, even though they're a perfect match.
I laid my head on the pillow and started crying. He lied next to me and said, "It will be okay. I promise."
Sure, Ben, it's gonna be alright. Well, no, it's not. You kidnapped her. And you think it's gonna be alright? Maybe for you, but not for her.
At night, I heard a car driving, but for some reason, it didn't even alert me. When he left in the morning, Ben forgot to handcuff
Yes! Yes! Go away, go, run.
me, but I didn't want to run.
What?
I didn't want to go back home and school. I just wanted to stay with Ben.
Are you stupid?
I felt warm.
You're
with
crazy.
him. I cleaned up the couch.
Seriously? She's so... You know, I'm not supposed to be that much mean to Animation True Stories, but I give up. This one is an idiot. What does she want? She's just... You guys are a perfect match. Stay in the cabin. I don't feel bad for you anymore.
Prepared food and took a shower and waited for Ben to come. When he came back to a cooking smell, he looked shocked. I ran to him and gave
You
him
both
a hug
are creepy.
and said, "You're finally home." He didn't say anything
Yeah.
and just silently started eating. After he'd eaten, I gave him some clean clothes and told him to take a shower so I could massage his back later. He did as
You're
I
massaging his back?
said without saying a word. I waited for him on the couch and thought about all the things I want to talk with him about.
Ah!
He came out from the bathroom in his clean pajamas that I gave him and sat next to me on the couch. I patted his head and asked him if he'd like to drink something sweet, and he shook his head no, and just stared at me the whole time. I asked him, "Aren't your parents angry that you didn't sleep at home for days?"
Aren't you angry at yourself that you didn't sleep home for days?
He replied, "My parents are alcoholics."
Yeah,
I
explains
started
it.
telling him what a great person he is, and
What a
how
gr-
I had a
You go. He's not a great person, Sam.
crush on him, and probably
Wait. Let me give me a sec. 5 minutes late. Okay, let me just pause it. Okay. Help me pause it. Okay, good. Oh, guys, I just realized no animation true story character is that crazy. She developed a syndrome called Stockholm Syndrome. I looked it up. She developed a syndrome called Stockholm Syndrome. Oh, that explains everything. But still, she was crazy from the beginning, so I still have the right to make fun of her.
Still do. He said, "But how? I kidnapped you." I know it is weird, but I was happy he did. The next day, he left earlier, and at the evening, he didn't come back home. I got worried.
That's good.
What if something happened to him on the way home? I spent the night all alone in the woods and waited for Ben to come back, but he didn't. I decided to wait one more night, but he still
He's not
didn't
gonna come.
appear. I finally
But why
dressed
didn't
up
he want
and
to come back? He's the one who kidnapped you. Why didn't he want to come back for you? I don't get it. Why is Ben a little crazy? Not a little, I'm sorry. Really crazy.
got out from the cabin and started walking towards the lights of the street. Confused as I was never there before, I questioned everything around me. He kidnapped me. Isn't he happy that I'm fine with that? I walked and walked on the empty streets, and a man in a car then stopped, saying, "It's the missing girl! It's the missing girl!"
So you're gonna let a stranger pick you up?
They called the cops, and the cops took me to the police station. And they asked me where I've been all these days, and
The
I
cop looked so weird like that.
didn't know what to answer. So I just remained silent.
You should really just say Ben kidnapped you. I mean, the syndrome isn't that bad. You're really crazy.
I didn't want to hurt the guy I love, but what's my excuse then? My parents were the nicest people to me. I can't get them in trouble as well. I didn't say a word to not hurt anyone, so they called my parents, and my parents took me home. They treated me better than ever, and my brother became nicer than ever with me.
They missed you. Why?
They took me to a psychologist, and I felt that it would be right to share it with him. A week later, I started going to school again, and I finally saw Ben again. He tried to ignore me, but I went after him. He turned around and said, "Sam, I'm sorry for everything. I was using you, and I got out of my mind. I can't hurt you anymore. I will turn myself in. I promise.
Wait, so you're gonna go to jail? Oh, that's the right thing to do.
Please, don't
But they're perfect together. They should start dating. Ben and Sam are perfect together. They're both crazy.
become crazy because of me. Crazy? Because of him? I went to my psychologist that day and told him what Ben said, and he told me that he is right, and that I have developed a syndrome which is called Stockholm Syndrome.
I knew it! Yes.
And it happens when someone goes through an abusive trauma, and that apparently has happened to me. I couldn't believe it. So now I'm the sick one?
Yep.
Ben did turn himself in, and I was getting mental treatment at the hospital. He got his punishment for dealing with drugs and for kidnapping me. I'm slowly going back to my old routine, but it's not easy.
Understandable, but you're still really crazy.
What do you think of my story? Please share your
I think you and Ben would have been perfect.
comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel.
Alright guys, that was really cool, and there's no ads. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, smash the like button, and I'll see y'all next time. Goodbye!